Welcome back to Eccentric Mind podcast, and today we'll be talking about friendships. Cool. So, what does it mean to be a friend? He wants to go off. He wants to begin it.
What does it mean to be a friend?
You wanna go first, or?
You go first.
To be a friend, I feel like there's someone there for support.
Yeah.
There needs to be loyalty. There needs to be trust to be a friend. Obviously, time means nothing. A lot of people think like because you've known someone for that long, they're a good friend. Do you know what I mean? All your life. But you can meet someone tomorrow who has better intentions for you than someone you've known your whole life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I also feel like a lot of us hold on to old friendships because we feel like we owe a friendship to a certain person because we've known them for a long time, like you said. And the thing is, sometimes you have to let certain friendships die because the person might not necessarily be good for you. Maybe you have grown the person, so you're on to better things, and maybe the person might be pulling you back. Maybe they have no vision in life. They don't want to, move forward. So you just have to leave certain people behind. And some people entertain toxic friendships just for the sake of loyalty. And it's like with some people, you just have to cut them off no matter how long you've known them. If they're bad for you, if they're good for you, obviously great, innit? But if they're bad for you, you just have to let them go.
That's when it starts to feel forced, innit?
Yeah.
You feel like you're forced into a situation you don't want to be in with a person because you have this sort of idea of how you want a friendship to be with them.
Facts.
But is it really worth it? There's no point of being in a friendship with someone if it's toxic, if it's a bad situation for you, if it's not bettering yourself. If that person's not bettering you and you're not bettering them, what's the point of it?
Literally.
Waste of time, innit?
Yeah, literally.
It's true.
And there also has to be respect.
Yeah.
Friendship as well.
Respect is everything.
100, man.
Yeah, like me, when it comes to my friends, I just put them into different categories, innit? Like, there's different types. There's passive friends. These are the ones who, like, you really don't know where you stand with them, innit? It's kind of like one day you chat to them, and the next day it's kind of like, oh, like, what are you saying? Well, like, one day they're friends, and the next day they're kind of like acquaintances. So you kind of really don't care about the friendship as much. Then there's the toxic ones, the one that kind of drag you back and don't want to let you, spread your wings kind of thing. They don't want you to grow. They want you to stay the same person because that's who they think you are. They don't want you to grow as a person.
Indeed, yeah.
And then there's the worst of all of them. Like, that's jealous friends, bro. Because these are the ones that are close to you. You think everything is sweet, but behind them closed doors, snakes. They're plotting behind you, but you don't even know.
Fam, it's mad.
That doesn't even. Then they're not even your friends anymore.
For real.
Period.
But you don't know that. They know what they're doing behind closed doors, but you don't even know. You think they're down for you, but really and truly,
We don't know the truth yet.
Fam, I've had that sort of vibes from people, fam, like people that I went to uni with. I don't even talk to no one from anyone I went to uni with anymore, fam.
That's a good point. I don't even think I do either,
Honestly,
actually,
like,
maybe a couple, but not like on a
you know what I mean?
thing. Like,
You know what I mean, fam? I can't genuinely say that I have a true friend that I met at university, fam. It's just, I don't know, like you said, some of it comes down to jealousy. Some of them can be real jealous, bro.
It's mad.
I've been in that situation where, like, cool, you have good news about yourself and you want to tell your friend, but then you realize when you tell them, the energy is not there. Like, you see, like, you don't get that happy vibe from them.
That burns.
It hurts a lot because it's just like, I'd be happy for you. Like, you got good news from me, I'll be happy for you.
Yeah,
All time.
that same energy it should reciprocate.
Exactly.
And then after you told them, you're like, I wish I never even told you.
Them ones there.
That's what I'm saying.
It's an absolute turn off. Like, it's an absolute like put off. Because it's like, oh, why was I so excited to tell you in the first place? If you're just going to give me some dead reaction.
For real.
The saddest thing is that, like, it can come from your closest friend as well, or someone within your close circle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the sad thing.
because obviously they mean a lot to you more because of the relationship you have with them.
Yeah.
You know, you're close, etc.
Do you guys feel like you should completely cut them off if you sense a vibe of jealousy? Because bear in mind, cool, they could have good intentions for you. They could wish the best for you, but they just can't help but to be jealous. Do you know what I mean?
You know,
Oh,
to
go on,
that
Ed.
point, sorry, I feel like you shouldn't completely cut them off because I feel like at the end of the day, jealousy is it's a human feeling. Like everyone is gonna feel it at a certain point in their lives, but it's how you react upon that jealousy, what you do about it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been jealous of some of my friends, but not in a bad way, but in a kind of like I see them doing good for themselves. I'm like, shit, I wish that was me. So
that-
it kind of you kind of turn that jealousy into motivation, kind of. So it's kind of like I wish that was me, but good. I'm glad you're doing well though. It's not like you're doing better than me, but so I'm gonna try to sabotage whatever you got going on.
Yeah.
That's the kind of jealousy you need to be careful for. Like you need to be careful about. But I feel like I think it's kind of natural, you know, to be jealous. We can't help it. Like you said, we can't help it, but we can control how our actions in response to it. That's what I feel.
I feel like there's a... Oh, sorry, Jonas.
I was just gonna say that we shouldn't necessarily use it as the human nature as an excuse. You
That's
know?
true.
Why not?
Not to get too biblical, but yeah, it's true that it does lead to sin in some things.
Yeah.
Like it leads to wickedness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, let's say like you're in a heated moment. Okay, yeah, you're arguing, but then are you really gonna let your anger fully overtake you, take over you? But yeah, not to divert too much.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like there's a very thin line between being jealous and then being envious. Cool, jealous, that could be based on anger. Envious, you could be like you. I don't feel like you was jealous with the situation you was talking about.
Maybe jealous was the wrong word.
I feel like it was envious. Like, oh, you wish you had that. You're happy for them, but you wish you had that. Like, jealous is just like, oh, why has he got that? Why does it have to be like this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree.
Do you guys consider certain people in your life as friends? So if I was to say like a colleague, do you guys consider colleagues at your workplace as friends? Because me personally, I've never considered any colleague I've had as a friend of mine. We might be cool, you know, we might talk, we might have a good working relationship, but am I going out of my way to see you outside of work? No.
Nah, I just call them work friends. That's it. That's
Some.
who you are, bruv.
Some, because I have a friend that I haven't spoken to them in time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of life, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, I post, I don't know, but I post on that, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything.
I feel like, relating to Daniel's question that you just asked, I feel like they're more of associates. Like, they're not friends.
Yeah.
Like, you'll say hello to them, but then you won't speak to them outside of work. It's like a high and bad thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like
I've had people
associates.
like that still.
Yeah.
How do you man feel about, friends that don't support you as much as you wish you would whenever you're starting something like a business or a venture or something? Because I don't know if you guys noticed, more time when you start a business or sort of anything that's creative or something,
Empire.
you don't get the support you wish you did from your friends. More time, the strongest support you get is from people you don't even know.
That's the thing.
I don't know if you guys can fully relate, because I'm looking at it from a standpoint of like music, for example. When I make music, I'm not gonna lie, most of my support comes from people from flipping Sweden and
Oh yeah.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to
International
you.
Drake,
Bro,
come
I'm
on.
telling you.
Let's
and
go.
people from the UK, like, unless it's like my close friends,
Yeah.
they're not really taking me in unless they see that, the views are going up or bare people are reposting it, the thing, but they never want to be the first people to do it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, in the beginning I've lost and gained friendships because of that. Because I'm not gonna lie, at some point I thought like, bro, if you're my friend, you're obligated to support the team, because if it was me, I would have done the same thing. But now, looking back at it, I don't think they're obligated to, because you know, for some people it just might not be their thing, innit? And at the same time, I know. So just sharing the thing, that's the bare minimum you can do, innit? Because it just takes a couple taps and you're done.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, man, when it comes to friends, they don't really support you. Even with businesses, it's usually outside people that support you the most.
I defo hear where you're coming from. On that note, it's easy. I'll speak for London. I'll speak for the UK. It's easy to click on someone who has numbers,
Right.
because many people are followers. That's another thing.
Sheep.
Especially
Very
in
sheep.
the UK, I'm telling
Yes.
you, no one wants to be a pioneer, no one wants to be a leader, everyone wants to just follow the trend, and it's so annoying.
I was once like that, you know. Growing up, like teenagehood and early teenagehood, everyone was listening to gigs, everyone was listening to Sneakbo. I genuinely liked their music.
Yeah.
I think even listening for some nostalgic, but but it got to a point. I was 16. That's when I found my own taste for music. I separated myself because that's what I liked. I didn't like what everyone. I don't even till this day. I don't listen to what everyone. I don't listen to completely everything that everyone listens to. But in regards to like sheep-like mentality, it's just easy to click on someone or to follow someone or to check that song because it has numbers. Or because it's a song that everyone listens to. It's more to do with a following thing. Me now, there are a few artists that are up and coming. So take someone like yourself, you know, I listen to someone like Ricky Banks as well, and obviously many more that actually follow because I genuinely see the talent in them. Just that they have grown up to do.
Yeah.
They have to work. They have to put the work in. So it's to do with a sheep-like mentality, and because people in this UK, they just follow numbers.
I feel
And
like
Unfortunately.
it's easy for them to do that. And later on down the line, they might want to be like, when you're big now, you'll be like, hey, Dre Science, that's my boy. You used to go to college and all of that. I don't know. It's because you're probably just not there yet. Like they just don't want to know you now.
Yeah.
I feel like we come from a place where people like us, they don't want to see you make it. They don't want to see you make it big. They don't want to see you become a success. Not necessarily because they hate you, but because they want that for themselves, basically.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
And sometimes it's also because you come from the same place that they come from. To see someone from your own hood making it, it's a bit.
Yeah.
There's always going to be the ones that love seeing it, and the ones that are kind of like, nah, man. Like, why is he making? He's from the same place that I've made. Like, some people are literally jealous of it, and you see that happening every day. You know what I'm saying? Even with big rappers like Pop Smoke or Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Especially Nipsey Hussle, he got killed in his own hood, fam. And he was trying to better his own hood, fam. And they killed him literally in the heart of it. So there's always going to be these kind of people that, you know, are jealous of you because they come from the same place that you came from and they made it and they haven't made anything of themselves. So it's a bit mad.
Yeah, jealousy is a really ugly thing, you know.
It really is.
So-
It is.
and like it makes you look foolish whilst you're even at it.
That's why the word friend can be used so loosely sometimes, because
Indeed.
a true friend wants to see you succeed.
Yeah.
You know, like it's easy for people to say, "Oh, that's my friend, that's my friend, that's my friend," but you don't know their true intentions. Like you don't know their true intentions behind them. So, you know, being your friend.
Right.
You know, they may seem like they're trying to support you, but behind the scenes, you know, they're, like you said, they envy what you do or they're jealous of what you do. You know, and you know, and it's like I said, it doesn't necessarily come down to hate.
Yeah.
But it comes down to, like you said before, they wish it was them. You know, and that's why I find it very hard to call people my friends. Like, you guys are my friends, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I've known you guys for years. I can genuinely say you guys are my friends, innit?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
I've got a very small circle because I don't just be calling anybody my friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know,
You should, you should even watch out for people who have a big circle of friends and call everyone their friends.
Exactly.
That's the
You should
thing.
watch out for them people. You can't trust them.
Because obviously, well, I've come to a point of realization of like someone that knows someone that knows a lot of people is quite dangerous.
Yeah.
Or that's friends with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite dangerous because you don't know the type of mix-up that they're involved in.
Exactly.
And
Mhm.
all the red like, it's important. You don't need. Yeah, you really don't need a lot at this age that we're at. We don't need a lot of friends.
You don't.
Exactly.
You really don't.
It's
You
not a
know.
popularity contest like when we were young, bruv. Like, you know, when we were young, that's
Yeah,
all that's
year
all that
7.
mattered.
Yeah, everyone's
Exactly.
friend in year
Yeah.
7, bro.
Exactly. But
And
as you
it's
grow
mad because some
older-
people
Yeah.
at this age still have that mentality. They think
Ah,
that because
God.
they have so many friends or a big circle, like they're the man. No one is even checking out for you no more. Like,
That's why, like, bit by bit, like, some people, they just get filtered out because it's no disrespect. There was no issue anyway, but I mean, it's all love anyway, but some people just have to go because we're just not on that sort of common ground, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're not on the same wavelength anymore.
You know?
like going back to that, the whole jealousy thing, right?
Yeah.
I feel like there's some people out there that want to see you do well. They just don't want to see you doing better than them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they have good intentions, as I said before, but certain people just can't help it. And that's why it's good to surround yourself with, as you said, like-minded people.
Yes.
People on the same wavelength as you. Like, it's a huge benefit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also have those type of friends that, you know, that are just using you. You know,
Mhm.
you know how many times I've had a couple people that I used to consider as friends.
Yeah.
That will come ask me for money, and sometimes I might do it as like a one-off thing. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's calm, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you can just pay me back. But then it becomes a constant thing. They get too comfortable, and it starts to
Yeah.
feel like they're just using you, fam.
That's
You
one
know?
of them ones where they'll only holler you when they need something or when it's
Yeah.
beneficial to them.
Exactly.
Yes.
And me personally, I hate that, you know, because like I've done so much stuff for a lot of people,
Yeah.
like, but then when I do it for them, it's like they just ghost. Just like, okay, cool, F off. I don't need you no more. Do you know what I mean?
You know, them people there where you say no to them one time,
Yeah.
and they put that on you, but they forget about all the other things.
They
you
forget
did for
everything
them.
you done for
Yeah.
them. Do you know what I mean?
Those are the type of people that, you know, that I just had to cut out my life. Like I said, fam, I'm not doing that anymore. That's why I just keep a close circle. You know, I know who my true friends are.
Yeah.
I don't need any more friends. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I know the people that are here for me, supporting me. I don't need anybody else in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you know one thing I can't promise? I can't promise that everyone who I know now, I'm gonna know in the future, like 10 years down the line, because people can change over time, innit?
Yeah, but that's life though.
That's life,
You,
like-
not everyone is gonna get to the end with you. That's
Exactly.
That's life, man.
It's only about you. You know what I mean? Really and truly. If you've known someone for a long time that's loyal to you, that's good on you. You maintain that friendship.
Yeah.
You keep on to them.
Yeah, facts.
Word.
I'm on the.
Yeah, go on.
I'm on the.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm on the same path as you. I'm like, I have my friends now, but I don't know if everyone is gonna get, you know, to the other side with me, innit? Because I think it also comes to life being unexpected as well. Because
Yeah.
you never know. You actually never know, innit? You just have to kind of live life and go with the flow, really.
Yeah.
You shouldn't spend too much time contemplating on who's gonna be there and who isn't.
Exactly. You just gotta focus on yourself and do
Yeah.
you.
Everyone is meant to be there. Is gonna be there. That's it. Just leave it to God, innit?
That's true.
That's
I mean,
like
it's
that,
true
man.
that there's people that I've known 10 years ago. The last time I spoke to them was 10 years ago. You know,
facts.
it's true. Life is unexpected like that. You just never know what can happen. You don't know who's coming in and out of your life.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, even your childhood friends, innit? Like you, when you're young, you feel like, nah, you lot are gonna be best friends forever till death. You know what I'm saying? But as you grow, it's kind of like life slaps you in the face one time, and you're like, yo, what even happened, bro? That's why that goes back to the original point I was saying about we all need healthy friendships, not just friendships, because some of the friendships I had with my childhood friends, like we were best friends, it ended in a way where it became toxic and it was just bad, innit? So I had to cut it off. And me, I'm a very reminiscent person, so it was hard for me to do that because I hold on to like good memories, innit? So if you're my boy and we had good times together,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be easy for me to just cut you off like that, innit?
That's what I'm
But
saying.
sometimes life forces you to do that. You just have to do it, man.
Yes, like that, man.
You have to
And
do
I
it.
learned the hard way, bro. I'm not even gonna go too deep into it, but I learned the hard way still.
No, it's true.
Let me ask you guys. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
wait. Yeah, also like another thing as well, the type of friendships that you want, you know, in this, just especially at this age that we're at, is ones that just edify you, man. Like ones that add to your life, because we're growing up. You know, what value, or what is the thing that you're really, what are you sort of bringing to the table? Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be money, but if you're there for like support, for example, like I don't know, for us to give you like knowledge, or not necessarily, or finance if need be, but just to edify, just for the sake of edification. Because obviously, yes, we're all, every individual has their own ups and downs. There's gonna times we're gonna have to lean on the shoulder.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have to need a shoulder to cry on and stuff like that. And yeah,
Yeah, but how do you feel about people, well, friends who are not always there for you? Do you think it's do you think it's excusable to say that everyone has a life, so they may not always be there for you? Because you know, some people are like, "Oh, you weren't there for me this time." Excuse me, but I don't know what's going on. Well, yeah, it's like you weren't there for me this time when I needed you. So how can you call yourself a friend? But it could be that at that specific moment in time, that friend was busy with life. He couldn't be there for you.
facing their own.
So do you feel like that's a good excuse to?
I used to, maybe, I don't know how long, maybe a couple of years ago, because everyone faces life differently.
Exactly.
But the thing is, if a man, I don't know, like if any of you man wants to holler at me,
Yeah.
of course I'll be there to talk to any of you.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, I'll be there to talk to anyone. I may not call you, but if you shout me, drop me a message, I'll be there, man.
And if you're not there, then we've got to understand that life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah,
You know? So you can't really hold it. We couldn't hold it against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But if it's a repetitive pattern where it's like every single time we holler at you, you don't come through, then that's when it becomes a problem. But if it's like a couple times, then really you can't be mad at the person.
That question you asked is very debatable because, cool, they may not have been there for you one time, but they could have been somewhere else mentally. Like they could have had a mental breakdown. They could have just isolated themselves from the world. Like, as you said, life comes at you fast. Like, you never know what someone else is going through. So that question you asked is very debatable.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why we can't be too quick to judge our bun so and so they're fake because like man doesn't even shout me. You don't know what man's facing. You know, the person could be posting on social media, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Yeah.
Do you know the friends that I appreciate? The ones that, for no reason, they'll just shout you. They'll just holler you to check up on you.
Yeah.
Those are the friends I
Oh,
appreciate.
yeah.
I may not be even close to them like that.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're checking up on me,
Yes.
it shows a lot. Like, if they're there for me, trust me, I'll be there for you in the future.
Trust.
Indeed, man.
So what do you man feel about peer pressure?
Boy.
Regarding friends.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Obviously friends, like peer pressure.
He wants to kick off.
Okay, I'm gonna start by saying that
Right.
it makes you, I feel like it makes you lose yourself. Like there's these kind of friends where if you're not strong-minded, obviously you can easily lose yourself in their nonsense, innit? And you become a different person and you lose who you are, especially as a teenager, because that's when I think we're the most vulnerable. And I'd say that it happened to me when I was a teenager. I was hanging around certain people and getting influenced by their BS and all of that.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think it's really hard as a teenager to be confident in who you are as a teenager, literally, and be not influenced by external factors. So I feel like it's very easy to get influenced, as a teenager, secondary school, college times, you know what I'm saying?
that's true.
So, yeah, what do you man feel about that? What do you think?
Just to add on to your point about like teenagers, at that point the person's still a child.
Right.
You know, their mind is still developing, they're still maturing. So it's going to be difficult for them to go against the grain because
Right.
what's going on in society, I don't know, you might see, if you think for example, it's normal. It's normal to have like a whole leap of trainers, for example. Like your bedroom's looking like JD.
Yeah.
Like just because that person doesn't have that, they're gonna feel inferior.
Yeah.
For example,
Yeah, I've actually been in that situation before.
you get me? Yeah, which I get why. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's the case. That's the thing, because as you grow older, like you wisen up more. You start to learn that just because certain things are normal in society doesn't necessarily mean that it's okay.
For real.
know.
Peer pressure within friendships is a real thing, though. Like, cool. An example would be like, you have a circle of mandem.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, oh yeah, what, you got the new PS5? Everyone's like, yeah, man, got that a long time ago. And then there's probably that one dude that's just like, everyone's got the PS5. I have to jump on that.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
peer pressure, it's a real thing, man, and it can mess someone up. Honestly, like,
Yeah, man, for real.
I feel like peer pressure is a life experience.
mm,
You know, I think for you to go through something like that, if you've been through it and you felt wrong in doing what you did, you learn from that. So
Yeah,
in
it's
future,
character building as well.
exactly, it's
Yeah.
character building. In future, if you're in that situation again, you can do things differently.
Yeah,
You know, peer pressure is not always a bad thing because it's something you can learn from.
right.
You know, obviously it depends on the situation,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you can always learn from what you've done in it. You know, so yeah, peer pressure at the time it may not feel great, but eventually you just learn from that, and that's what helps you grow as a person. That's how helps you mature, and that's how you do things differently in future. You know.
I think it's also about trying to fit in. Like at that age, you just want to fit in, bro. And Anthony, you know, secondary school, innit? Man was trying to fit in, bro. Like until I was jamming with some next people, it was
happens,
mad.
man.
It was mad. You could tell these are not the kind of people I should be rolling with, but I just wanted to chill with them, innit? But yeah.
you might as well tell them the story. While
Hey, relax, bro. Relax.
Hey, fam, tell the story.
Alright,
Innit?
cool,
Let's know.
Alright, basically, in secondary school, I used to jam with these group of neeks, innit?
We'll call them Nicks. It wasn't your crowd, innit? It wasn't your crowd.
Okay,
It was
not
your crowd.
not neeks. I don't even want to say neeks, because they're actually
That's
calm
a
people.
neeks, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, don't get triggered in it. But basically, they were cool people, but
Yeah.
I was new to the school, innit? So I was still trying to find my crowd. So I was kind of testing, innit?
Yeah.
And I was just chilling with them, but I just did not fit in because I was more like, I kind of more belonged to the crowd of, I don't even know what to call them. What would you call that? Our batch in school, fam? Like Benny, Kvaris, all them, man. Like,
Just more like-minded people. I don't know, like people of your like.
because you know in
taste.
school there's different, like they give
Yeah.
names to certain groups, innit?
Yeah.
So I don't even know what to call them. But basically, I was just chilling with some guys that didn't necessarily, you know, think
They
like
didn't relate
me.
to you.
They didn't relate to me. I didn't relate to them, innit? Yeah. So Anthony kind of saw me chilling with them. He's like, "Yo, why are you chilling with these man? You should come chill with us." Like,
That sounds so bad.
it sounds bad. He was, fam, the way he said it, he was like, "Why are you chilling with them?" Like, with a disgusted look as well. So I was like, I don't know, innit? I'm just chilling. Like, they're just my friends, innit? He's like, "Nah, you need to come chill with us." So after that, I just started chilling with them.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah, that was it. Making me tell the story.
So I have a question for you, man.
Go on.
You have a friend. Okay, I've had someone in the past. He was a good friend. Like, he was nice to speak to. But I asked him a question one day, and I was like, if I was to get into beef, would you back it? What would you do? You know who I'm talking about. All you man know who I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, we do still.
He said he would run. Alright, cool. He's honest. Does that make him a bad friend if he runs?
But then it depends the type of beef. Is it a thing of you getting robbed? It depends on the circumstance.
I could be getting jumped,
Okay.
and he runs. Does that make him a bad friend?
Oh, I don't think it does make him a bad friend because maybe he's just not built for that life, innit? He's just not a fighter. Some people are just not fighters by nature, so they might care for you, but in case of beef, they might get scared and they'll run away.
It's 50-50 because you don't. But then, like Ed said, one side it could be they're not really built to fight like that,
Yeah.
which is understandable. But another side could be like, it depends on the intention, really.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine people being in a position where like, I really wanted to help my man, but it was risky. You know, it kind of links with, would you take a bullet for me? It sort of links with, would you take a bullet with me for me?
When people say that, it makes me laugh. Would you take a bullet for me? Like,
Yeah.
You kind of got to look out for yourself in a way.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like if you really care about someone and you see them getting hurt,
You have to shed blood on the battlefield.
bro.
It gets
Like,
like that, yeah?
I'm not saying like they're
it
bad.
It depends on your friendship with the person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like how
Oh,
deep
that's
the
another
friendship is.
Because that's what I was gonna say. I don't feel it makes him a bad person, but it
Yeah.
does make him a bad friend. It does make him a bad friend because, like you said, if you truly have a real friendship with someone, if you truly care for someone, you're not leaving them like that. No one's saying you have to, die for them,
Yeah.
but you have to find some sort of way to try and help. Running
Yeah.
away,
Yeah, that's
from a friend in danger, how does that make you a good friend?
It's a selfish
How
act.
do you even live with that guilty conscience, bro? Like, what if the person dies, brother? Like,
That's
Exactly.
another thing.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I feel like it's easy to be a coward nowadays.
Very.
It's very easy. That's why a lot of people are cowards, because it's the
Yeah.
easiest thing to do.
I agree.
Wow, it's just so true. It's so true.
No, but yeah, personally, I wouldn't say I'm a violent person, but
Yeah.
I could be violent in it. So
you can get like that,
when-
yeah.
So when it's necessary, therefore I'm backing my friend, bro.
Straight.
Fam, I have to, because for me it's more about living with it. If I didn't back my friend and I ran, even if they didn't die, but they got hurt because I wasn't there to protect them, and I could have. Bro, it will eat me up alive. I can't even lie. Especially if it's a close friend. If it's an acquaintance, and I don't know. Like I said, it depends on how close you are with the friend. If I don't really care for that friend, but we call him friend anyway, whether I get involved or not, I don't know. I'd think about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if it's my boy, like one of you, man, or something,
Yeah.
fam, I'm backing
Straight.
100%. I can't run. I can't. My body wouldn't even let me.
Fam,
I
for
couldn't.
real. What do you man think about cliques
Cliques
within friendships?
So like there's a
know,
group within a group.
Yeah,
Oh, you had a scenario
That's-
to that, innit?
Yes, I did. Thank you
yeah.
for reminding me.
That stuff
So
is. Just before you come on. That stuff is just dividing, man. That's where, like, problems. That's where problems start, man. Because it's like, why are you trying to, like, break the circle?
yeah,
Mm.
in
You
half.
know?
Or
Because one click is going to start there, then, so on and so forth. But yeah.
so like cool. Imagine you're in a big circle, right? Not even a big circle. Probably like let's say 6 of you. Let's say
Right.
cool. You have one friend that doesn't like another friend in the circle.
Yeah.
How do you approach that situation? Like, do you not say anything? Would you sort it out? Would you speak to both of them and be like, all right, you guys sort it out? Or what do you do? Do you mind your business?
You know, I was going to say it's one thing to not like someone, but then just tolerate them.
What, someone within the clique?
Yeah.
But how long can you tolerate someone for?
Yeah, because after a while it runs out still, the tolerance.
And you
like,
just had enough of that person.
that's a sticky situation. I wouldn't like to be in that situation, but if
You'd rather not hear it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd rather not hear
But
about the
if
problem.
they told you and you've heard it now, would you feel like it's your duty to say something?
The only thing I can do is advise. Like, cool. Like, maybe you should speak to him about that, or
Yeah,
you should probably, let's say, get onto him, confront the situation.
Confront it.
But
Don't be a waste man. Don't tell me. Why are you telling me for?
yeah, me,
Exactly.
I wouldn't. I can't lie. I wouldn't want to know still, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, because it brings discomfort.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's not. No one likes to hear that. I don't really like my man over there. Like, no one really likes to hear that because you just want everyone to just be cool and just chilled, man.
And I don't think that really happens as much as it does with men. Like, I mean, I don't think that happens in male cliques as much as happens in female cliques. Because
Females.
I've heard from certain females in my life that when it comes to friendships, women are just bitchy in it. So these kind of things happen a lot where they're in a clique and then they'll tell another friend like, "Oh, I don't like this person," who's also in the clique. So they don't confront each other. They just pretend. When they see the person, they act like, "Oh, hi, you're right."
Yeah.
But really and truly, you've told this other person that you don't even like the person you're being bare friendly with. So that's why a lot of the females also have like trust issues within their cliques. They don't know who they can trust because they're very,
And that creates
Yeah.
that creates red flags within the friendship already, innit? Because if you're hearing someone say something about someone else within your group, what's to say that the same thing couldn't happen to you in future?
Exactly.
No,
You know?
Exactly. We should have brought a female to this podcast for this episode, but you know what I'm saying? Next time, maybe,
yeah.
innit? But
Have
yeah,
a
I feel
guest.
like that's the different dynamics between male and female cliques. That's where we split.
Yeah.
Like us men, like if anything, we'll confront the situation, get over it. Cool.
Yeah, we squash it, bro. We
Female,
want to.
like from my knowledge, females just talk about each other, like, and they hate on each other.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
it's mad.
But that's just from my knowledge.
Yeah. Sometimes females can hate in each other. Like a female might say that, "Oh, these girls are hating on me and all this shit."
Mm.
But the thing is, if you feel like multiple people are hating on you, maybe they don't like you, maybe you're the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
sometimes
true.
you have to look within, bro. Maybe
Exactly.
it's
That's
you.
true.
It's true.
You know, it can't always be someone else.
Mm.
Sometimes you just have to check yourself in it and be like, why don't people like me? You know what I mean?
That's
You know,
self-analysis,
you think
fam.
about something like, them girls, yeah, that just only have male friends because their excuse is, "Oh, women are bitchy,"
Bruv.
like, yeah, so they only have male friends. Like, more time, them kind of girls are hoes, innit? So like that's an excuse they use to basically justify them having male friends. I'm not saying all of them are hoes, but a lot of the girls I know. Nah, bro.
That is the thing. There's nothing wrong with having male friends.
There's nothing wrong with it, but a
for
lot
you
of
to
them,
say-
yeah, they always use that as an excuse. It's just like, "Oh, you know what, girls are bitchy. That's why I just chill with men." But more time, they're so-called friends, and it's mad to me, man. It's
Mental.
mad.
Bro.
It's mad.
It's actually true.
What? Don't you agree?
That's no. Fam, that's why. You know what?
I know you said hoes, isn't it? Like,
I know, that was very
Fam, that's why I said
strong.
the word friend is just used so loosely, fam.
Indeed.
Because man could just say, "Oh, that's my friend," but it's not your friend. That's your side thing.
yeah.
Right.
Like, allow it, man. Like, you can't just be calling everybody your friend, innit?
Yeah.
That's why I said it's just used so loosely sometimes. Like, a true friend is a true friend. You know, you're not fucking your friend. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna go into that now, innit?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
it's just, use the word friend maturely. Like, use it responsibly.
Yes.
You know, don't just be throwing it around for anybody. Huh?
What's you guys' take on misunderstandings within the friendship?
Like communication.
Communication,
Miscommunication.
miscommunication. Yeah. Because some people, I know what blatant disrespect is, but there are some people in this planet that over one situation that could have easily be squashed, they'll just like, nah, block. Just block immediately.
Them people that don't want to talk about the situation.
Yeah. They don't want to confront it.
I think that's just childish, really.
That's mad childish.
Yeah.
If you got a problem, or if you misunderstand, if you took something the wrong way, ask them, like, speak to them, like. Do you know what I mean?
Because it's not because if one done something a particular way, someone might misunderstand it and take it from like another way because it's not a way that they're used to receiving such information. You know, if I was to talk to any of you, man, if I was to talk to Daniel a particular way, it might not sit well with Dre, but then it might not sit well with you either. You know, etc., etc. Like, because nowadays people are just easy. They just easily block people for unnecessary things. Whilst it could have been resolved, but yeah, go on.
I feel like it's one of them ones where if you don't know the person, like you're gonna take a lot of what they say offensive. Like me personally, cool. I like to joke about. I like to banter. If you don't know me like that, you might take what I'm saying offensive to you. But if I could like say a joke to you, man, like you wouldn't be offended by it. I feel like it depends if that person knows you.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't get too comfortable in what you say around people. I mean, like
That's
you said,
true.
It just depends on how well you know the person
Yeah.
and how good that relationship with that person is. You know, like you said, you can joke around with us, and we'll just take it on the chin. And
You know
move
how
on.
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Like I would
Yeah.
never like be instantly open with someone that I just met. Like, I wouldn't start bantering and all that. That'll come gradually. That'll come in the future, but you can't get too comfortable with people still. I agree with that still.
That's another thing. There was even another thing that I wanted to say. Oh no. Damn it. You know, just after this topic.
hey, you gotta put this in.
You man are trying to disgrace man.
Bro, that's the rules, man. You slip up, you end up on the thing.
Cool. I mean, I love the limelight anyway. No, but yeah. On the topic of friendships, there was something I really did want to touch on as well.
No, wait, don't put that one. Don't put that one.
No, don't give
Just wait till it comes
Are you
back.
gonna do some 2,000 years later shit?
No.
I'm so dead.
No, don't feel like you have to say ASAP. Just chill.
Yeah.
Just wait until it comes to your mind. Then start
Calm,
speaking. Just wait. I know there was no way.
Well, your brain freezes.
You feel like you're pressured to say it quickly, innit? Nah, take your time, bro. Take your time.
Hey, Daddy, your bad vibes.
No, fam, I'm not even trying to put him
No,
off.
he's
He's
making
making
me
me laugh,
laugh,
bro.
man.
Like,
No, take your time. Take your time.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what? Forget about me. Yeah. Friendships have to be healthy. If someone is truly your friend, this is just random. This is just random. You know what? Stop.
Nah, no, wait.
No, but yeah, listen. Friendship is about quality. These men. Oh God. Nah. This is some blooper thing, fam. Trust.
no.
Yo, I'm crying, bro.
No, bro.
Oh my God. No. Why is it so funny, bro? I don't even know. I actually don't know why it's so funny, but
No,
it's
because
killing me.
obviously it's the flipping vibe in it. Because obviously man's live on camera.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't feel pressured, but like
You know them situations where you're not meant to laugh and it makes it 10 times funnier,
real tears, you know. And you see him.
I could hold it in, bro. I could hold it in.
bro. Oh my God.
nah, this is jokes, man.
Hey, man, we need to chill. Man. We lost our composure still.
But before I said that, I was talking about like just like situations in which there are misunderstandings within friendships, and whether one is just so quick to cancel.
Nah, you.
Hey, on the real,
Hey, you
hey.
wanna put me on?
No, hey, you need to chill, man.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
it's cool. Yeah.
I don't want to laugh, bro. I don't want to laugh.
Yeah, basically, it was a thing of yeah, lads. It was a thing of like people being so quick.
I'm so sorry.
This is messy, man.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
No.
So yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for this week's episode of Eccentric Minds. Obviously, we kind of derailed a little bit, you know, with the laughs and everything, but it happens, innit? But yeah, we hope you enjoyed it. Like always, leave some comments in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think we should talk about in the comment episodes. And yeah, we'll see you next time. See ya.
Peace.